Good morning, world. This is Ivan Omer here. It is coming to 6 o'clock a.m. in the morning, Eastern Standard Canada time, obviously. I'm going to make a quick 30-minute video. And then after this video, I'm going to shut the camera off and I'll go to bed and sleep. And then today, I'll do my very best to make a full video when I wake up in the evening, whatever it is. Here's the noise I'm eating food. So I'm going to talk more about Zanus. So Zanus I'll make for $1,000,000,020. It'll be based off my fantasy novel that I wrote. My amazing fantasy novel that I wrote, obviously. But at the end of the day, it's my opinion. In my opinion, I believe Zanus is the best um, fantasy literature ever written, obviously. But some of you fans might not think that, obviously. Everyone's entitled to their own opinions, I'm saying. I'm going to make a prediction here. Some fans might like Lord of the Rings better than my book. Yeah, Lord of the Rings is more polished than Ivan's book. Ivan's book is a bit raw. He could have used the editor in a few scenes. Lord of the Rings, the world building sounds a lot more, the dialogue sounds a lot more, but Ivan has a better story. There's some people who might like Lord of the Rings' story better than my book. They might like Game of Thrones better than my books, I'm saying. I highly doubt it, because even though Lord of the Rings is a masterpiece, I'm going to be saying this. It's a slow. It's a bit slow in some sections, and it's a bit boring, I'm saying, in some sections. It's a drag to get through when you read it. Yeah. And Peter Jackson knows what I'm talking about. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah. Peter Jackson obviously read the 3 books. He made the movie. He read the 3 books, obviously. Yeah, Lord of the Rings, even though it's a masterpiece, it's a slow read. It's a slow read in a lot of sections, obviously. It's dry, a little boring in some sections. Especially Fellowship of the Ring, man. Fellowship of the Ring, book 1 of Fellowship of the Ring is like pure boredom. Not much happens in the movie until the end, when Frodo gets stabbed by the what? By the ring race, obviously, when they take the flight to Ford. And then when in Rivendell, you also have more boredom too. The Council of Elrond's pretty boring, yeah. A lot of talking, it's very slow pacing. And once the ring goes south, that's when the story picks up more when you read the book, obviously. Whereas Two Towers is not as slow as Fellowship of the Rings, I'm sorry. But my favorite of the 3 books is Return of the King. We can also argue Two Towers is better than Return of the King for the books. I like Return of the King the most. And for the book, the best for me is Return of the King. Two Towers is a close second, and Fellowship of the Ring is the worst for me. For the movie, it's what? Two Towers is the best for me. Fellowship of the Ring a very close second, and Return of the King is the worst. Even though Return of the King has the most action on stuff, I told you, the action in Return of the King, a lot of it's rushed. It's rush war. The Gondor War was pretty good. The Rohan War was rushed, Zara. And I'm gonna keep saying this. Return of the King didn't feel. Yes, it felt like, you know what I'm saying, like the men fighting the forces of Sauron. You know what I'm saying, for fighting for Middle Earth, obviously. Like, it didn't really feel like the Battle of Middle Earth because those orcs, the orcs in Return of the King, they looked like children. They didn't seem as formidable compared to the ones in Two Towers. Like Two Towers, you actually really fell for Aragorn and those guys when you saw those big orc high orcs, and more the orcs of Mordor of Sauron. They're all like children. They look like children. That one orc, that one deformed orc, he was freaky. The time when the orc has come, he was pretty freaky. But the other orcs were like they looked like children. They were like cheesy small orcs. I'm saying. And that's why I believe Xan's will be better because the you guys have no idea the kind of people, the kind of creatures and beings, me, John Boyega, Digimon Su, Avon J, Ice Alba, and all the rest of my stars, Carl Urban, are going to be fighting, man. You're looking at like demons, which will elevate the story of Xanus, obviously. That's why I believe it will be better than Peter Jackson on the Rings. Because you're looking at demons, man, like walking devils and demons. Yeah, man. You're looking at walking devils and demons. Really, Ivan? Yeah, man. Walking devils and demons for Xanus. This has been crazy. Yeah, man. Walking devils and demons. Yeah, man. Guys, I'm making the movie for $1,020,000,000, man. Like, the Amazon Rings of Power show is made for $1 billion, but it's $1 billion for 4 seasons, 4 to 5 seasons, whatever it is, right? And I'm putting $1 billion towards 3 movies. 600 million all going towards the 3 movies. And I'm putting 4 to 450 to 460, 470 million towards special effects. So each movie will have an average of what? Like 100, like I don't know, 100, like $50 million towards special effects for each of the movies. So the special effects will be divided over the. Well, Xanus is pretty much one movie. It's one movie. I'm just gonna split it into 3 volumes. So it's $450 million going towards the movie, man. Those being unheard of, man. Yeah, man. Looking at like World Better than Pandora. Action scenes is better than Helm's Deep Lord of the Rings. If you thought the Lord of the Rings Helm's Deep War was amazing, Zane's horrible that War Out of the Water. Because I'm pouring hundreds of millions worth of special effects. World Better than Pandora. If you think James Cameron's Way of the Water looks amazing, guys, I just think of something better than that. For my world of Zanus, yeah. Except it does not look as computery. As Avatar is full CGI visual effects. And that's why even though the world looks amazing, it looks a bit computery, obviously, because it's full. James Cameron likes using full CGI for his Avatar movies. You know what I'm saying? And Aratat will not be a full-on CGI character. Otherwise, the movie will still be good, but it won't be as good. Like Peter, man, I know you like CGI. I don't want Aratat to be a full-on CGI character. I want him to wear the costume, he wears a mask, and you apply the special effects towards the costume. That way he looks more natural, but he also looks very scary and amazing. You have that 50-50 balance. I know what I'm doing. But I don't want Aratat and them to wear the kind of costumes and masks that the orcs wore in the original Rings. No, otherwise we won't be as good. Have them wear a more professional mask. I thought that would be in Annabelle. Remember when you saw that Dolby in Annabelle, that jump scare scene in Annabelle Creation, I think? That devil, yeah. Like think of beings like 3 times scary. You know how that devil being looked more natural, yeah. But he looked very amazing, yeah. You know how Pennywise and Clown look more natural, but he looked very amazing, yeah. They're demonic beings, but they look more natural. That way you get a better movie. I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing, Sarah. I know what I am doing. I know what I am doing. Sarah? Yeah. Shut this camera off here in 20 minutes. I'm only going to make a quick 30-minute video, guys. I'm tired. The internet cord's here, by the way. They did not take away the internet cord, so I'll upload this video right after I complete this video, obviously. I will upload this video. Yeah, guys, think something better than what you got for Way of the Water technology. Yeah. Like, even James Cameron will be jealous of my budget. Oh man, Peter, you're fucking lucky, man. Ivan's giving you like $1 billion. I wish I had $1 billion budget for my Avatar movies. Yeah, but he doesn't. Avatar was only made for what, like $350 million. Yeah, and that includes salaries. Was I am putting $1 billion towards the movie and 600 million towards the movie, and that does not include salaries. That's why I'll blow all these Hollywood movies out of the water. A revolutionization of technology. And I'll hire the Weta Digital team. They're called Weta something. They're called Weta. They're no longer called Weta Digital. They're called Weta something. Weta something. I forget what they're called. They're called something else. Because Peter sold his company sold his Weta company, obviously. Yeah, I'm gonna hire the crewmen who worked on Weta Digital. Hire a good 40 of those guys, and they're gonna work on my Zane's movie. Pay them a nice $7,000 salary. And a nice $2 million salary for the VFX guys. The main VFX guy and the main editor pay them $2. Everyone else pay them the $7,000 salary. That's a good paycheck for them. No way they work hard. In Hollywood, they make like 60K, 50, 40, 60K they make. So I'm saying, the way they work harder for you. You get a better movie. Yeah, man. Zane's will have Crazy World by Buzzman. That's been crazy. Really, Ivan? Yeah, man. Zane's will have crazy worldwide buzz. They'll blow the buzz of Avatar, all the Marvel movies, all the Marvel Avengers movies. They're making a Secret Invasion, I believe, and Secret Wars, I think, right? Secret Wars or Secret Invasion they're going to make for Phase 5. Yeah, that's going to have crazy buzz. Yeah, Zane's will blow that buzz out of the water. This has been crazy, yeah, man. Worldwide international fame for Zanus, man. Yeah, man. Worldwide international fame, man. Something crazy, man. Yeah, man. And Peter's lucky. Or Mel, right? Either of those records are lucky, obviously. We're going to experience that fame with me and my wife, and the actors. Yeah. John Boyega, Vaughn Jose, Carl Urban. I'll most likely choose Carl Urban as Cornelius. I think he's good for the role. Carl Urban pretty much got the job. I can't think of anyone else better for the role than him. Don Cheadle or Vigo, right? They're all going to experience that fame with me, man. The buzz of Zanus, the movie. You not only have the movie, you also have the documentary, man. The actor's going to be part of the buzz for the documentary, too. Yeah, the world will be going crazy for that doc, too. The world will go pretty much just as crazy. The world will be just as excited to see the doc as the movie. More the movie, obviously, because you have special effects, but they're going to be very excited to see that doc, too. Because you're going to get a glimpse of the behind the scenes of almost 4.5 years of Zanus, man. The documentary looking like a 7 8 hour documentary, a 7 to 10 hour documentary, looking at a long documentary, man. Probably I'm gonna guys condense it down to like 7. Don't have the doc be any longer than 8 hours. That's enough. If the doc is like 14 hours, cut it down to like like 8 hours. 14 hours is too fucking long. Cut it to like 8 hours. Edit the unnecessary stuff and make it an 8 hour documentary. We're looking at probably like 10 hours of footage, man, for the 4 years of Zane. Something long. And I'll condense it down to 8 hours when the doc team, when the editor edits the documentary. You're gonna get the glimpse of pre-production. So me and VJ at our condo, Jon Favreau, Nick Filoni, whoever I hire at their house, the other members of my 17 at their house, Peter Jackson is in his hotel, me doing the concept arts, me writing the script, the board meetings. Oh, you also get some of our personal life. Me hanging out with Peter at the bar, yeah, I'll have the document film some of that. The takeouts. Me signing the contracts, yeah. Me going to Switzerland for scouting land. All that. Me filming during production. Me training in Vancouver, weight training, the actors' weight training. You know what I'm saying? The third year in Vancouver, the tackle training, yeah, the documents filming all that, yeah. The crew prepping in Switzerland, it's all, we're going to film all that, yeah. It was an amazing documentary. Yeah. You're looking at an amazing documentary, man. Something amazing. Yeah, I think I might just make a 20-minute video, guys. I'm tired. I might shut this camera off here in like 5-6 minutes. I don't feel like making a 30-minute video. I'm tired. Yeah, Zane's got crazy one, but yeah, man. So Eretat is the king of the south. Ephesus is the king bat of the city, the Gilead city, and the Gilead mountains. If you read the book, I added a few things to my book. Eretat says, in the book, he says the path, the path to Gilead is not my territory. The Gilead's path, the Gilead's path is not my territory. It is the bats. Never linger. I'm saying. So even Eretat knows. He tells the wolves never linger in the mountains because the wolves and the bats are not the bestest of friends, but they hate the humans the most. Obviously, I'm saying. I don't explain why the wolves and bats aren't the bestest of friends, but they're not the bestest of friends. The bats all live in the mountains, and the Eretat and all the wolves live in Barak, and Eretat rules the south. He's the king of the south. So I'm saying he's like never journey through the mountains. That's not my territory. So Eretat is aware, is telling the wolves. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to spoil too much. He tells the wolves never linger in the mountains. It's not my territory. The south is Eretat's territory, but the mountains in the south is not his territory. It's the territory of Ephesus. Ephesus is the king bat of the mountains. So I'm gonna say I don't want to spoil too much of the story for you, I'm saying. I spoiled a tiny little bit about my story in a few places. I don't want to spoil it for you, I'm saying. Yeah. Antiochus is the prince of the north. To be king. He's the heir to the northern kingdom. Fool is the heir to the southern kingdom. And Ephesus is the king of the mountains. And Ephesus does not have a son, but Ephesus is the king of the mountains, obviously. And Eretat is the king of the south. And Fool is the prince of the south. And Tactius is the prince of the north. His father, King Tactius, is a king of the north and the king of Zanus. Tactius is a prince of Zanus. He is a prince of the north. His father is a king of Zanus, and he's a king of the north. There. Right, and Eretat's spies are the spies of the south, and the eagles are the watchers of the north. That's really like an amazing story. Beautiful, amazing, beautifully fantasy story. Yeah. Ivan, you're gonna follow the book. Yes, I'm gonna follow. But I told you, for an adaptation, you don't have to follow the book if you don't want to. You can come up with some different things that work better on screen. Like a lot of things in the book, some things in the book won't translate well on screen. Like there's some comedy. There's some comedy in my book. In the movie, I might take out some of the comedy because it's a serious story. I'm saying. Some of the comedy I might dial down a bit in the movie. I even dialed down the comedy a little bit in the movie. Yeah. Eretat has an axe in the book. In the movie, I'll have him have a sword. Taki's eyes glow blue. In the book, obviously, in the movie, his pupils change color. His eyes change color. Eretat's eyes glow red and orange in the book. It's good for the book. For a movie, it won't translate well. You can have his pupils change color, or Eretat's eyes won't change color at all. He has black-white pupils. You can do that. That's why I gotta take those notes with you. We gotta write some ideas we have for the changes from book to screen. That way, when I hire my directors, we're prepped when a project for Last of Us movie starts, obviously. Is that here? Yeah. That's why his names will be a masterpiece. Yeah. John Campea, Rob May Burnett, they're all gonna drool over my what? They're all gonna drool over my what? Over my book and my movie. It's been crazy. Did you see that trailer? I can't wait to see this documentary. I can't wait to see this movie. Yeah. You're gonna see John Campea and Rob May Burnett drooling over my movie and they'll drool over my book, obviously. But John Campea and Rob May Burnett are not book nerds, they're movie nerds. So they're gonna be drooling over my documentary and my movie. Neo 2, Star Wars Theory, over DVD. Brian Lee Durfee will drool over my book all like crazy because he's a book nerd. He's a booktuber, obviously, whereas John Campea and Robert are movie nerds. They're movie tubers, right? They're movie tubers. That's why they're gonna drool over my movie. But they're gonna drool over my doc too. Neo 2 will drool over my doc. Yeah, over DVD, Critical Drinker, Edge are all gonna go crazy over my movie, man. It's been crazy. I can't wait. I wonder how good this movie will be. Do you think this movie will live up to the hype? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they might talk about encoding. I think it will. You know what I'm saying? Let's just hope that Ivan and his team do make the right decisions. You know what I'm saying? I think he'll be a good leader for this company. You know what I'm saying? Hear them talking. I think Ivan will be a good leader. They might say it's encoding that kind. It's funny. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Because once I start Sky Source, all these guys are gonna be tuning into my Sky Source news. This is gonna be crazy. I wish we could cover this on our fucking show. We get more views, obviously. Yeah. But because I sold out, they're not gonna cover it on their channel, obviously. Because the people are gonna interview me, Peter. You know, it's in my 7 team. Got a Molotov, Fran, Barry Osborne, and my actors. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna interview those guys. And they're gonna post all the stuff on the Sky Source News section. So you have a section Sky Source News, and that's where all the news is. A lot of news. For the news, I'll keep it simple, but for the interview, you can have it be a long interview if you want. With all the actors, all the directors. Look at something amazing. They interview me, they interview VJ, something amazing. And the whole world's going crazy for that documentary. And that movie, yeah. You see the first, because I'm gonna release when I plan Sky Source with George Lucas, I'll release that documentary early the first year. So 2 or 3 months into the first year, I'll release that documentary. When I plan Sky Source with George Lucas, I'll hire a doc team to film that. That documentary will be a good maybe 2-hour doc. It won't be that long. It'll be maybe a 2.5-hour documentary. And I'll release it early the first year for the world to build buzz. That way you guys know what it was like when me and VJ first started Sky Source, planned Sky Source. And then the more interesting one, the 4.5 years of Zane is, I'll release that, I'll release that around the time of the red carpet. I'll release it. I'll release a documentary before the red carpet. And then once the red carpet happens, obviously, I'll end my documentary off with the red carpet event. You also have a documentary about the red carpet event. That documentary will be maybe an hour and a half. It won't be long. Hour and 40-minute documentary. They film the behind the scenes of the red carpet, and the documentary ends. Some or I don't have to film the red carpet. I can just film. No, I want to film the red carpet. The red carpet's cool. And after they film the red carpet, that ends the documentary. I'm not going to film the party. No, the party keep behind the scenes, but the red carpet event, film that. Oh, you guys get a glimpse of what it was like to see IWG movie stars featured, photographers taking pictures of them, and they're featured on the website. Yeah, look at an amazing documentary. Yeah. Yeah, that's why Zansky's the best way I told most picture. Yeah, man. I know you have some guts to say your movie will be the best movie George ever made, man. Like, you think your movie will be better than Lord of the Rings and like James Cameron's Terminator series. You know what I'm saying? Steven Spielberg's masterpieces like Jaws, Jurassic World. Yeah. Ivan, what do you think is Steven Spielberg's best movie? I don't know. I haven't seen much of Steven Spielberg's movies. But so far, from all the ones I've seen, Jurassic Park is up there for me. That's probably Steven Spielberg's best movie. You also have Jaws. I like Jaws. I never saw E.T. Indiana Jones 2 is up there for me too. That's a good series, obviously. Sarah? Yeah. Alright, you think your movie will be better than all these great directors' movies? Yes. I think Zane's will beat out all these movies, man. Look at it. It's a masterpiece of a story, man. It'll beat out I think it'll beat out The Godfather. It'll beat out The Matrix. When I mean Matrix, I mean even Matrix 1 and the Star Wars originals. Yeah, that's how good Zanus is. As a trilogy, it will top Matrix, it will top God of War. Individually, you can make an argument, obviously, but for an entire trilogy, I don't see anything topping that. Looking at an amazing trilogy. Yeah, but some people might like Lord of the Rings better than my Zane's movie. I'm gonna be honest here, and my movie might have some bad reviews from fans too, obviously. But I don't have to worry about Rotten Tomato and all that stuff, and news organizations bashing my movie because it's why behind the scenes. But people could bash it behind the scenes, always. I'm saying, or they can still say, I didn't like your movie, Ivan. They might tell me that. But I don't have to worry about all these annoying news organizations bashing my movie, reviewing my movie, and all that stuff. You know, I don't have to worry about what. About the press, man, the Hollywood press bashing my movie. About Rotten Tomatoes, yeah, I don't have to worry about any of that because I'm with why behind the scenes, yeah, yeah. Anyways, that's my answer to the best movie choice ever made, man. Yeah. Yo, Zero's video, guys. I'm tired. I was nice enough to make a quick like 25-minute video. I'm gonna shut this camera off here, upload it, and I'll enjoy the video with you guys before I go to bed. So I have to remember I'm signing up. Peace.